wait, are you just going to be sitting on the couch? Oh, God. All right. We're doing this for an audience. Oh, no.
That was pretty good. That was pretty smooth right there.
Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another glorious episode of Game Till Dawn. I am your host, Alex Stadnick. Sitting beside me is the beautiful Joey Edward Iverson. Hello, everyone. We're missing a body tonight. Mr. Marty could not be with us just because of A, technical stuff, and B, talking about shit that he knows nothing about. What are we talking about today, Joe?
Metal Gear Solid 5.
You didn't sound excited about that.
No, I was trying to think of something clever to say that was not Metal Gear, and I couldn't, so then I was disappointed in myself.
I think everyone's a little disappointed, too.
Yeah.
So, before we get into that, how have you been? How's your week?
Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4. Infinity
A little
Wars.
too late, though, on coming up with something clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's your week been?
It's been fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What have you been doing? What have you been playing?
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, good.
Howdy there, Steve.
Bye. So the folks watching, Steve is expressing his inner snake and sneaking around the camera. And apparently he's going to be our studio audience today. Say hi to the camera, Steve.
What's up, guys?
There we go. There's Steve. So, all right. Today's show. So, just to be clear, we are going to be talking about Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain.
That is it.
That's
basically
it. It's going to be our impressions. Joe and I are about 20 hours into the game.
Yeah.
This will be spoiler free, 100%. And if
95%.
we're going to try to keep it spoiler free because, we don't know a lot of the stuff in the story.
Yeah, we're not really big on that anyways
So,
yet.
so we're going to try to keep it as spoiler free as possible. Joe, you can punch me if we're getting too deep
Vice
into
versa, you could punch me.
it. Okay, that would hurt. So, but yeah, other than that, it's all Metal Gear here at GTD, and we will get into it. Oh, no, other news.
MGS
Sorry.
at GTD.
MGS at GTD,
Continue.
yeah. Other news, and I'll say it at the end of the show. We are moving days.
Yes.
We are going to start not broadcasting. The show's going to be up on Wednesdays from this point on. So
After this week, yeah.
tell your kids, tell your wife, tell your grandma, everyone. Wednesday. It's going to be Wednesdays from now on. It just works better with our real life college schedules.
Don't tell your kids.
If they watch, tell
They
your
can't
kids.
watch this.
They probably shouldn't.
If they're under 13 at least.
We've been good so far.
No, we haven't.
In this episode, we've been good.
This episode
Yeah,
we have been.
fucking right we have.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. So, okay, Metal Gear Solid impressions right after the break. Goodbye.
Stop.
Stop. Stop. It says wreck. I love Steve as our camera guy.
I do too.
What is
This might have to be like a regular thing, Steve.
I could do that, actually. It was very, very nice, very handsome.
Thank you.
There we go.
All right.
I want to stop moving the camera.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Good. There we go.
Intern Steve, everyone. Thank you for moving our camera around. So, all right, like we said.
$2 an hour.
Steve, we don't even get paid. You're not getting paid. Checks in the mail, Steve. Anyways, Metal Gear Solid 5.
That'd be
The
silly.
Phantom.
That'd be silly to send it to our address.
I know, right?
From our address. Anyways.
Metal Gear Solid 5, The
Yeah.
Phantom Pain,
Yeah.
is fucking bonkers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is insane.
This game's nuts.
As most of you know who are playing it
Yeah.
or have seen anything on it.
Yeah.
So like I said earlier, we're about 20 hours in, and we wanted to talk about it while it's still relevant before the big game season started. So a little background knowledge on Joseph and myself. This is the first Metal Gear we've ever played.
Yep.
I guess I can caveat that with I played a little bit of Portable Ops on the PSP.
Okay.
And that was when I was all gung-ho guns blazing in video games. So I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
And the PSP controlled awfully. So,
Yeah.
but this is our first Metal Gear game we're sinking our teeth into. Joe, what do you think of it so far?
I like it a lot. I am thoroughly addicted to this game.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm definitely enjoying it. I think Joe's enjoying it a little bit more than I am. I've been doing more of the side ops.
That's what I've been doing most of too.
You're a little bit further in the story than me.
Like 1 or 2 missions maybe.
Yeah. So I got this from GameFly, and the day I got it, I was playing through it, and Joe was watching, and there was this look in Joe's eyes that he tends to get, and he was like, "God, I really want to play this game." Like, and I could just see it. He's chomping at the bit.
I was doing the dishes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really wish I just had the money to go buy it.
And I was like, Joe, why don't you trade in old games? And he was like, yeah, well, what? And then sprinted off into his room.
And I was like, wait, I think I have games to trade.
And
I had
yeah.
3 games.
And then how much did you end up paying for this?
$8.
$8 for
$8
potential
for
game of the year. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
So, we can't really show you at this point, but our setup is I moved my desk out into the living room, and we got the family TV out there, and Joe and I have just taken over, and we don't move the camera, because then you'll have to. I appreciate it though, Steve, because the focus anyways. We'll tweet it out or post on Facebook.
We'll tweet a picture. Actually, I'll do it right now. Live tweeting from the show.
So literally side by side, we've sat there and we played it, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know this game was known for. Well, I heard it was known for crazy batshit like scenes and stuff like that. But wow, I won't obviously no spoilers, but that first hour of the game is about as intense as it gets as an opener. I put it right up there with the Last of Us, in that it's just, it grabs you and it doesn't let go.
It grabs you right away, and you do not, it just doesn't stop.
Yeah. So that really hooks you into the game, and then you start to get situated, meeting characters like Revolver Ocelot and Troy Baker, awesome. Kaz Miller, all the main guys in your story and stuff like that, and then it's pretty much do whatever the hell you want from there.
Yep, after that, it's just mission by mission, and you choose what you want to do.
Yeah. So and I said it on the show a couple of times, my hesitation with this game was I was intimidated by it because how massive it was.
Intimidating.
And everything with Mother Base and the wide open world and resource management, all that kind of stuff. I was like, this sounds like it's going to just overwhelm me. Yeah. And that hasn't been the case so far. They've done a really good job of rolling these things out. Like, you get obviously your first base, but then you start to gather resources, and then you start to get Fulton people out. Mm-hmm. Fulton, right?
Fulton, yeah.
Something right? Which is awesome.
I love that mechanic.
Especially when it's like, I'll pick them up and I'll hesitate for a second and be like, what is it doing? And then, whoa, and flies up.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to get old. Especially when you can pick up like trucks and
that's gonna be great.
Tanks and stuff like that, which I have not done yet. I haven't got there yet. So, do you want to talk? Collect my thoughts.
I'm addicted to the side ops. Continue. I just continue doing them.
It's like,
and they just keep popping up and they never stop. Even though apparently they do stop. I think there's like 157.
Yeah. Yep. Spot on. It's always like, I'll do one more, and I'll go to bed.
Yeah, and then it's like 5 more.
But this one will be quick. I'll do one more,
yeah.
And then it's 3 a.m.
And then I'll do something. I'll do stuff like I'll look at something I want to get developed at the Mother Base, and I'll see like what materials I need, and then I'll go farm them, and then I'll make it, and then I'll be like, oh well, I mean, I kind of want to make this too, so then I want to go do this and then that, and then by the time I'm like done, I've made like 6 or 7 things, and I'm like, well, now I have to try them. I have to use them, or I. So it's just like it's addicting. It has this addicting
crack.
Nature to it.
It's like Kojima sprinkled little pieces of crack. And holy shit, I know this man loves this game, Hideo Kojima, and he put his blood, sweat, and tears in this. So thank you for that. His name is literally everywhere.
See, actually though, I do like the idea that like every mission is considered almost like a mini game. It's like it's an episode. Yeah. And so like every mission starts out with credits who's starring in this episode.
Yeah, I like that. Except
Punish Snake, and then it has this.
Except I will say I like it, but it has not spoiled, but let me know who's in the mission you didn't know what was coming. I think it was mission 6 or 7. Obviously no spoilers here, but it gives a name where it's like, oh, did not know he was going to be in this. Now he is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, other than that, I like the episodic nature of it. I like that he's trying to mold TV and miniseries into the game and stuff like that. So, I'm blown away sometimes. How pretty this game looks.
Yeah, it's
because,
great
wow,
looking.
For as open of a world this is, like, that's insane. And I've only experienced minor texture popping. There's times at Mother Base where stuff will pop up and whatnot, but like,
hasn't been too bad.
how can you complain
Yeah,
with a game of
huge
this
and it's-
magnitude? The other thing I'm very surprised at is the character models and how good they look.
Yeah, they do look really
And
good.
it almost,
Especially Snake.
obviously, Snake as Kiefer Sutherland as Snake, but the amount of time it looked like they put into enemy character models, some
That's
of them
true,
look
yeah, you can
similar, but like almost none of them have looked the same up to this point. Obviously,
There must be some sort of randomly generated thing.
it has to be something like it, or some voodoo magic that we're not sure of.
Yeah.
Which game companies seem to possess. I'm gonna burp. Talk.
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh,
Do
Domino's.
we
Yes.
do we want to talk about like the buddy system without giving too much away?
Yeah. I guess I'm surprised at how there's an integral buddy system in it that you select these compatriots to go on missions with you and each have different skills and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that
Starts out with the horse.
Yep.
Obviously, and you keep the horse for a very long time because the thing is you have to develop
you develop the
the
trust.
buddies.
Yep. I'm surprised though at how it's super important, but it's not force fed to you.
Yeah. No.
It's like you can screw some of these up,
Yeah.
or just make a wrong choice and that specific buddy is not there for you.
Yeah.
They've shown the dog, they've shown Quiet.
Yep. Those are the only two. Oh, actually, I do
There's
know.
one. There's one after that.
They did say that there's a mech at some point.
Yeah. And that turns
Which
you into
I
a mini
haven't
tank. Yeah, I'm sure your R&D
even-
has to be way up for
Yeah,
that.
I haven't even seen.
So I like that. And it takes time to develop the trust and to even get them. I think I got D-Dog at the start.
Yeah,
Really, like the first
within
2
a-
or 3 missions.
yeah.
And I still haven't been able to use him yet because I haven't advanced that far in the story.
Yeah.
Because he needs to grow up, obviously, and I don't know how they gauge time.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works either.
So, and then Joe just,
Acquired.
yeah,
Quiet.
won't say when, but
That's it. It's
yeah.
awesome though.
it is awesome. So, and she's an interesting character for me, and we've debated this a little
Yeah.
bit.
We have different. I'm
I'm not a fan of her costume. I mean, obviously, I'm a fan of it because I'm a red-blooded male.
Yeah.
But I just think it speaks to a problem in gaming that we'll discuss for another time. So,
I think. Let me take a sip of my beer quick.
he's gonna sip. I'm gonna grip and sip.
I think. Yes, I agree with what you're saying when it comes to the costume,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like they made her some sort of like feminine, like she's helpless and this and that.
No.
I feel like it's a little bit more okay because she's awesome.
She is awesome. That's true.
Like-
That is true. But at the same time, if you sprinkle Stardust on shit, it's still shit.
Yeah,
So
but she's not shit. Though.
no, she's not shit. But
She's a strong, independent
metaphors.
woman. She's a strong, independent woman who chooses to dress the way she wants to dress.
I don't think so. I think
what it
I think a
is.
male. Anyways, we're not gonna get too far into this. So, cool character so far. There's a lot of what the fuck moments
Yeah,
in
there's
this
a lot
without
of-
getting too deep into it. But I didn't realize
Which
there's.
really, we went back and watched and read a bunch of stuff about the past Metal Gear games. We already know there's a bunch of what the fuck.
Yeah,
stuff
but I guess it
going on.
didn't click until I actually saw it happening.
Yeah.
And it happens within the first hour or two of the game. It's
yeah,
just
it's
like,
insanity.
is that what is that? What
Yeah.
is?
I think
I thought this was a game about spies.
I think
and,
without spoilers, I think you are supposed to wonder what's real and what's not, though.
yeah, which is cool. I like that story dynamic so far.
Because it's almost like what's it called when the narrator is not necessarily. I'm sorry.
I think that happens once per show. minimally.
When the narrator is not necessarily trustworthy, isn't there? That's actually a type of narration where it's like,
Bullshit.
yeah, okay, no, but like Tales from the Borderlands, for instance. The story for that is told from the future by the two main characters, and a lot of times they'll like interrupt the story and go to the present day, saying like, no, that's not how it actually happened.
Interesting.
And then go back and say how it actually happened.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. It's like inconsistent narration or something like that.
Okay.
Where
I know what you're talking
you don't
about,
know if what's happening is necessarily what's actually happening.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm enjoying the story so far. It's very hands off, very minimalist. I wish. I love what I'm hearing from Ocelot and Troy Baker, and Kaz too. I wish, and this is a complaint in the community. I wish we heard more from Snake, from Kiefer.
Yeah.
Which is weird because they had, and I don't know the voice actor's name because I'm new to the series, but they had the guy for 20 years or however long they've been doing. They've been doing the series for 28 years, but I don't know when the first PS1 game was.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then they switched to Kiefer Sutherland. I get why. Bigger name with a new audience coming in.
Yep.
Also, why wouldn't you have him speak more?
They said something about I don't think it was so much having a bigger name, and I mean I think that was part of it, but I think also like having him speak more wasn't the point.
Yeah, and I mean
he's supposed to be like a broken person.
I mean, he has a fucking metal spike coming out of his head, so yeah, it's a little broken. And
they said something about, I don't know, I heard something somewhere about changing voices was almost supposed to be like because he's like a different person.
Interesting.
Now than he was before.
Interesting.
It's his transformation.
Yeah, into, and this
whatever,
isn't spoilers because
whatever,
is 28 years ago.
Whenever he becomes Big Boss, the bad guy,
the bad version of it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I feel like it was supposed to be. What's it? Symbolic.
Symbolism.
Of
Cinematude.
Becoming.
Cinematude.
Turning into whatever he turns into.
Yeah, and we'll see. So, oh god.
Cinematude.
Dominoes. Sorry. I'm having trouble with food today.
Yeah.
So, we haven't talked about gameplay that much.
No.
Let's get into that. I am not a stealthy player, but I am loving it in this game.
Alex is better than me.
No, I don't think so. I was examining because I claimed earlier that I was better than Joe as I got shot in the face.
Yeah, that was great. Poetic justice.
Poetic justice. Put it in a song. No, I was playing and I got to a point where the game does something kind of like Left 4 Dead did, where if you're doing really well and not struggling that much, it's like, fuck you.
Yeah,
we're turning this up a notch.
We're going to switch shit up.
And I just hit that point, and I was doing a lot of my missions at night because that was easier for me. And they're like, all right, we're putting night vision goggles on these guys. We're putting helmets.
Yep.
So the game evolves.
You can change that.
You can, but I'm not at that point yet, which is frustrating. But I mean, on a base level, the stealth feels so good, and I'm not sure. It may just be the controls or I don't know, but it feels great. I'm loving it, and that's how I do almost all my missions because, to me at least, and we can discuss this.
It's satisfying.
It's really satisfying, but then straight up combat to me is not very satisfying. It feels good picking dudes off. You know what I mean?
It depends.
But I have this weird motivation where it's like I don't want to kill a single person in this mission.
I like the not killing part.
I literally I try to use my trank gun as much as possible.
Yeah. I actually use my trank gun less than I try to sneak up on people more.
Oh really? Interesting.
It's because I just like to interrogate and get as much info as I can.
Yeah. Well, you can kick them when they're down, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But I don't know. The stealth feels so much better than the action.
Yeah.
To
definitely.
Me. The controls don't. You can tell.
Works.
Yeah, definitely, and you can tell this is a developer who likes the stealth and loves it and wants to force players into that.
Yep.
But I like that, and it sounds like from people who've played past Metal Gear games, this is one of the. I think this is the game where it's like if you fuck up, your score isn't ruined. So I've
definitely gotten B's and C's on missions where I thought I should have probably gotten an E.
Yeah. So. Very true. So at the same time, I've gotten B's on missions that I didn't kill a single person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or didn't raise a single alarm. So
Yeah.
maybe
Well,
I'm
that
just
has to
playing
do
too
with
slow.
doing that probably time does
Yeah.
does make a difference, but also the maybe not doing some of the side objectives.
Yeah.
Also,
So
even though I got an S on one of the missions and I didn't do any of the side
see,
objectives,
I haven't gotten
so
this
I
yet.
have no idea exactly what that was.
Yeah. Who knows? Japanese gaming, right?
Yeah.
So, and then so we talked about the sneak stuff.
I will say one of my favorite things is the just ability to just drop down and just be, and you're like, you feel like a badass when you're just army crawling through shit.
Yeah.
And it just feels so cool.
And it doesn't even matter that it's so slow.
Yeah, no, I've crawled across like an entire area, just like because you don't. It's easier to sneak.
Yeah.
The lower you are and the slower you go, the harder it is for them to see you. So
So
it just makes sense.
I don't think I would have, and I've been thinking about this. I don't think I would have enjoyed this game this much if this was 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 or longer.
You know what I mean? Because I just wasn't into this kind of game. I guess I didn't have that open-mindedness to it.
I mean, you did enjoy though
Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like it's
And
a
that was-
similar.
Double Agent was how long ago?
Not Double Agent. I'm talking about Blacklist.
Oh, I did enjoy Blacklist too. I played Double Agent then too.
Double Agent was longer, way
Yeah,
longer.
long time ago. So I don't know. Maybe I would have, but I don't think I would have already put 20 hours in. It's been out a week.
Probably. Not.
There's people who've put hundreds of hours already.
I read one where somebody had 124 hours already.
What did you do all week? I mean, obviously you
That.
played that.
That's what he
Did you
did.
eat? Do we need to call someone for you?
Ma! Bathroom!
I think we've covered most of it.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts on the? Oh,
One thing.
one more thing.
I love the collecting cassette tapes and having the music.
Yeah.
And I love that my Steve.
Those lamps bite you, Steve. Sometimes you gotta be careful. They hurt.
I love the fact that you can choose a song that your helicopter plays whenever it comes and picks
Yep.
you up, and I have Take On Me.
So now it's just
continue-
ringing
yeah,
in our
it's just
heads. Like he played at 10.
Take
We were playing this
on
earlier
me.
before we started recording this, and all I can hear is
me.
"I'll be gone."
I
Did you hurt
can't-
yourself? Are
yeah,
you
I
okay?
did. My throat
All right,
hurts
we
now.
need to go to the hospital after this one. So
No, I like that. I like that it's all 80s songs because,
Yeah.
of course, 1984 or whatever
Yeah.
year it is that you're in.
is it 86?
Might be 86, yeah.
It's somewhere in there.
But that's really cool, and it's just, it sort of creates an atmosphere,
Yeah.
for what, era you're in.
And for being in Afghanistan, which is all desert, I feel like they've varied the locations, and it hasn't really got boring yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After
Very
20 hours.
similar to, Red Dead, where
Yep.
a lot of desert, but the areas
They
were
do it well.
decently
Yep.
different. Yeah.
And then obviously we have Africa coming up.
Yeah. Which I
Haven't got to
assume
yet.
is going to be much greener.
A bit. A little boggier.
Yeah, I saw a thing. There's a Silent Hills
Yeah, Easter egg in there.
Easter
yeah.
egg in there in Africa somewhere.
Yeah, log on to IGN or somewhere. I think they have that. So,
Scary as shit.
closing thoughts on The Phantom Pain.
I really like it, and I don't foresee myself stopping anytime soon.
I definitely think I'm gonna beat it.
Yeah.
All right, I know I'm gonna beat it. I'm very invested in it. Am I gonna put 120 hours into it? Most likely not.
Yes, I will.
Just because
guarantee
of real life, and then we're at a little lull right now.
Yeah.
But NHL's coming out soon. Big sports
what's
gamer.
the date today?
Um,
September. I mean, it's September.
8th, yeah.
September 8th.
So we're about to fall into the cliff of fall off the
Uncharted.
cliff into the sea of games that's coming.
Uncharted Collection comes out October 9th.
Is that your
I
next one?
think. That's my next. Well, not really, because I have GameFly. So actually, our next game is Until
Dawn. Yes.
which hopefully we will have
Let's Plays of.
Let's Plays of.
We had to send back our.
like for that, I will wait
Yeah.
to play the beginning of it even
Okay.
for that.
Interesting.
So that we get pure
Yeah.
reactions
reaction.
to
Good call.
everything.
Yeah. So I think we talked about a little about it. Capture card didn't work with a couple of our computers. We wanted to make sure it worked with all of ours.
So we returned it,
and
got a
we're getting a
different
new
one.
one. So that should be soon. But anyways, closing thoughts on MGS5. Really caught me by surprise. I had no interest in this game leading up to it. I shouldn't say no, I was intrigued, but it was the 5th one in a series of 400 games.
Yeah.
I didn't like stealth, or I'm not a huge stealth guy, so I was like, meh. Reviews came out, and they were getting, I think this is going to be this game this year that does it.
This is like the game that everyone's talking about this year.
Yeah.
This is the one this is the Last of Us of 2012.
Yeah. And then the GTA 5 of last year.
Yeah. Was The Last of Us 2012 already?
Or 2 years ago now.
Or 13?
We don't know dates. Numbers are hard. Words are hard.
It was 12 or 13.
Yeah.
But
No, it was 2012. Last of Us came out 2012 because BioShock Infinite also came out in 2012 and we were
That's right.
freshmen.
That's
so,
right.
because we
Yes.
were all like Team BioShock until
Yeah.
you played. I still am Team BioShock, but
what?
because
Oh,
remember it was the
no. I
game of the
definitely
year.
think Last of Us is better than Bioshock Infinite. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was Team Bioshock until that point.
I still am because I haven't played much of it. So, anyway, sorry, we're deviating from the point.
Yeah.
Highly recommend this. Don't let the 5 scare you away.
Yeah.
Because
Honestly, watch IGN's Metal Gear Solid in 5 minutes video.
IGN's
It's not
is
going to
good.
do that much for
GameSpot
you.
is better.
Okay, yeah,
GameSpot
GameSpot, yeah.
does 2 different ones.
But the IGN one is specifically just the
Big Boss.
things that lead up to Big Boss
Yeah.
being here.
Which then I would agree with that. But
That's
if
what-
you
that's
want
why.
if you want an overall view of the story, I
Yeah.
liked GameSpot.
Yeah, GameSpot's was really good. Yeah.
It was
It's
kind
like
of
a
funny.
series.
It was
isn't
funny
it? Is that
too.
the one that
There was
a
2 of them.
series?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was a different one. That was like a series.
Yeah, that was
like
a different.
really
There's
long
another
series.
YouTuber I don't remember the name of. But go look up some history.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It really is.
It's
If
interesting
you
stuff.
can, it takes about 4 or 5 times to go through it, but
What I
once you
like
get it,
most
it's
of
interesting.
what I like most about it is at the core of it. It's a story about a dude that gets fucked over by his country one too many times.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just breaks,
Yeah.
basically. And I like that. I think
Yeah.
that's cool.
Because Joe is a broken man.
Yeah. I am actually. I'm Snake. I'm Big Boss.
So highly recommend it.
Yes, highly.
Please go at least rent it.
Yeah.
If you have
It's a
GameFly or
definite
have
rent.
the Redbox. Redbox is gonna be too short for you, but go try it out. Put 5-6 hours into it. If you don't like it, you tried it.
Yep.
It's a weekend. You'd be fine.
I think I would say that this is a buyable game though.
Yes.
If you have the money and if you have the time.
Yeah. And don't let, and just like the 5, don't let the concept of Mother Base and the open world scare
Yeah,
you
they
away.
really do a good job on keeping it simplified.
Yeah.
It's not simple, but it's
easy to
to
grasp at
swallow.
the start. It's easy to
Yes.
grasp, and you can make of it what you want. If you want to delve into it, great. If you want to just play the story missions, that's there too.
yeah, and we're 20 hours in and we're still getting new things that get added on.
Yep.
That give us a tutorial of new things.
Yes.
We still get these things that explain how things work and what.
Yep.
So it doesn't hold your hand, but it doesn't just throw you in and say, here, figure this shit out. It's
Yep.
not Minecraft.
Yeah. So, okay. So that's our show for the week.
Yeah.
Go subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe.
Words are tough. Yeah. Yes.
Help me. Subscribe on YouTube. Like it. Share it. Please
Share it.
share it.
Share it.
And then share it. And then
Share
comment.
it.
And then share it. Steve's saying don't. Okay. Listen to Steve. Don't do it.
Don't share it. Share it.
Like I said, we're going to be going to Wednesdays
Yeah.
from now on.
Yep.
Just works with all of our schedules. Next week, Mr. Marty will be back.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week we'll also have a Let's Play for you. So
That'd be nice.
That would be really nice.
Wouldn't that be
That'd
great?
be fun.
Wouldn't that be great?
Wouldn't you like that? We'd
That'd be
like
great.
that. We'd
I'd
like
like
you
it.
to have that. At the
I'd
end of the
like
day, we're the people's people.
That's true.
We're from the people, to the people, the people, the people.
And it's
the
gonna
people.
be and it's gonna be something that I think you guys are gonna enjoy because when we play scary
When
games,
we play horror games, it's not to be missed. There's sweat, there's crying, there's
screaming,
blood.
lots of screaming.
People in real life die. It's a treat.
Yeah.
You won't want to miss it.
Yeah.
So, So rest in peace, Clayton Marty. His ghost will be back next week.
Yep.
Closing thoughts?
Nope.
Nope. I think I'm going to go play more Metal Gear.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, for Joey Iverson and for intern Steve, I'm Alex Stadnick, and we'll see you next time on Game Till Dawn. Snake?
Good.
Snake!